Hey, welcome back to another episode of Fatal Frame. We're gonna start the final night. KDA. Should be the last night. I think there's only 4 nights. I seem to remember it only being the boss fight, but like I don't know, it could be more than that. So we'll see how long this how this goes. This room looks familiar.
Are you?
Is this the room where like all of the kimonos were hung up? Oh no, it's that room where Yai was listening to her gramophone and, you know, looking at her Facebook page of pictures. Just a regular culto. There's nothing special about it. Am I supposed to play something? Of course, there's no indication of like where I'm supposed to find that piece of music. And does Miku just know how to play it? Visible force holding it together. Oh. Well, I guess we found it. I picked up the Koto sheet music. It's an old song, but I think I can play it. It's called the Moonlit Sonata, the first movement. That is a beautiful sounding instrument though, isn't it? I hope we have the gold emblem or the wood emblem so we can get the gold emblem. Going up to the attic. Oh, the music just stopped. You know, that usually means something bad's about to happen. Light is shining through a hole in the floor. Just popping my thumbs. It's really creepy that you have like looking holes and stuff all through your house, you know? Oh no, it's a ghost! Oh, it's the head ghost? Okay, she's like not a threat. She's not an issue. What camera film do I have? Because that did a lot of damage. And that's her taken care of. Oh, wow, it was literally type 14, the weakest in the game. I told you she was like, she's not a threat. Can I look back through that hole? Is there something different now that the ghost is gone? I think I can see the second floor hallway through this peephole. Look through the hole, Miku. There's a hole in the wall. You might want to get that repaired. That's the room, the save room, where I found that red tape that I was spending forever looking for. So I guess that might be the lead where I need to go. This is the Buddha room, isn't it? Yeah. Can I fall off of here or no? Well, there's a save spot, so you know what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna save over this one. just in case something happens, which hopefully not. I can at least get back to the beginning of this chapter if I need to. Heaven forbid if, like, the video corrupts or something like that. Alright, what was the vibration about? Ooh, 90 film. Oh, there's something down there, too. So we probably... Oh, there's a couple things down there. It might be worth going and checking that out later. I heard the tearing of what sounded like a ghost. Is it up here or is it down there? I'm not even getting the light from up here. Oh, there we go. Truth. Does it say truth binder or truth bringer? It flashed a little too fast for me. The door there, but I saw something over here. And somebody's really doing a good job on their instrumentals. It actually kind of sounds like the fake synthetic strings that you would hear on like a synthesizer. There's something shiny on the top of the beam. It's a stone mirror, but I luckily already have one, so I've got to remember there's one here. I think this is the door, this little door here. I think this is going to take me to... I think it's going to take me to the second floor, or it's like it was all boarded up and stuff. Or not. Look, now's not the time to play any b-ball. So, is she like bound there like all those years, or is it like every so often, like, I don't know, like on the full moon, like she has to be stuck there? Before I go in there and look at herself in the mirror or something, like, before I go in there, I'm gonna check over here. Just making sure there wasn't anything else out there worth grabbing. So there's an item there. There's a little bookshelf here. Found a diary written in charcoal ink between some old books. Today is the day I get to walk outside. I was walking in the mansion atrium when he suddenly appeared from out of the guest room. It's the first time I've talked to an outsider since I came here. It was so much fun. He came to see me. He let me out of the room and we went outside. He taught me the names of all the flowers. Everything about this is so new to me. My face got hot again today, but I didn't want to hide it this time. He came to see me again today. The chief priest said we mustn't go out into the garden, so we just stayed in the room and talked. He told me so many interesting things about the outside world. I feel so happy when I'm with him. So very, very happy. I walked in the garden with him today. How beautiful the cherry blossoms are. He taught me so much since we've met. I never even feel lonely anymore. That feels like if I grab that where she was at, it's going to be like, a fight. The strangle ritual will be held soon. The master and the priests are performing their ablutions. I don't know. I've never seen that word before in my life. And it looks like the whole family has gathered here at the mansion for the ritual. This mansion is usually so lonely, but for today, anyway, it's a bustling with life. One of the priests said, one of the priests was staring at me today. He looked so sad. I'm the rope shrine maiden. I have a very important obligation to fill. But how can I perform my duties as the shrine maiden now, feeling the way I do, now that I have found out the true joy of living, and now that I've gone and gotten that poor man involved? There's a piece of the holy mirror under the Shinto gate. And I got Kirie's hairpin. I've got a beautiful golden hairpin made. It was Kirie, that woman in the prison. What? Isn't that Mafuyu? They even do their hair the same way. But, 100 years apart, and he's still using Dapper Dan. Kirie and Mafuyu? No, it's not him. But it's the man she loved when she was alive. I mean, if you take... I don't know about Shinto, but Buddhism, if you take the idea of reincarnation into account, he could just be reincarnated for the purpose of, soothing the spirit. There is an old diary written in charcoal ink where the holy mirror used to be, Kirie's diary. While I was looking out the window today, I saw somebody walking in the garden. He didn't notice me. He was just walking around leisurely, gazing at the trees and hills. I saw him again today, walking in the garden. He saw me once, too, and waved to me. I don't know why, but my face got hot and I ducked out of sight. When I told the chief priest about it, he was terribly surprised. He told me I wasn't to look out the window again for a while. Anything else? I guess she's just looking at the door. So, wasn't it like from age 7 to like... It was like 7 years, X amount of months and days, right? To what? Like, oh god, that mirror. Like, what? 17, 18 years old? Look, I'm sorry I read your diary. There's no need to be so touchy-feely about it. We gotta get a real handle on the situation. Is this gonna be open and a safe room, or am I still gonna be pursued? I need to get out of here. Hang on a second, let me read more of your diary. It's been 5 days already since he stopped coming. When I asked about it, the chief priest told me he'd gone back to his home village. Why would he all of a sudden leave all of a sudden like that, especially now when I soon won't be able to see him anymore at all? I had a dream about him. He was looking at me with sad eyes, such sad eyes. His eyes looked like they were sad and wanted to tell me something. He didn't go home. The priest did something to him, but why? Hang on. Not only am I'm not just reading another page of your diary, I'm reading an entirely different book of your diary. I don't know why they weren't just like 5 or 6 pages. Was this to trick people into thinking it's not that much reading? The priest hid him because they thought I wouldn't have been able to properly be the shrine maiden otherwise. What did I get him into? It's all my fault. I just wanted to be with him. I wanted us to be together forever and ever. That's all I wanted. I didn't want him to get hurt. Are we going to read another entire book? No? Okay. I guess I got away. I guess I was the one that got away. Film. Film here. That does really suck, though, that it's like, you know, from about like 7 years old, you're taken away from the world, all because, like, oh, the door's nailed shut. Old Japanese doll here. It's in a kimono, all faded. Funny. No dust, though. Like, you know, you spend your entire life, or like from the age of 7 until like 16, 17 years old. I think it was like 10 years or something like that. The amount of days, like 3,000 plus days. It was like roughly 10 years. Like being kept away from the world and told your only purpose is to die, so you can't be attached to anything. So you're just like left alone, you know? Yeah, the Buddhist room was here. There was stuff in here, wasn't there? Sounds like Dodongo Caverns in here. Priest's Manual. The mirror, blessed with the 5 gods' protection, repels disaster. When the gate opens, stand before the mirror rock, which is in front of the gate, and point the mirror at the gate. Then seal it with the maiden's rope. All elements mentioned above must be present for the ritual to succeed. We must prevent the calamity at all cost. This is the God-given duty of the Himuro family. So, like, I don't know, like I said previously, I don't know a whole lot about Shinto. But is it, like, not within the god's power to, like, because I know there's multiple gods, and I say gods not as in like singular possessive, but gods as in plural. Is it not within their power to just do something about it instead of like entrusting it to the fallible and easily to mess up humans? I mean, clearly we see what happened here, right? She got attached to the world because she fell in love with some dude. Very much in the same way that, you know, Miranda fell in love with Ferdinand. That, like, the first guy she sees, she's intrigued by him and she, you know, falls in love with him. So you have, like, this situation, right? Where she's, like, supposed to not, you know, be attached to the world, but she becomes attached to the world, and that's why the calamity happens. And, like, to what extent does this calamity even do anything? Is it just affect the neighboring village, or is it something that's supposed to spread amongst the world, but yet, like, for some reason it just hasn't gone that far? Like, what is the extent of it, you know? It's probably one of those things that I feel like I'm going to watch, like, something later that's going to give me more information about it. It's decorated with old artificial flowers. Isn't there an item here? Like, wasn't there an item here? I thought there was one. Yeah, isn't there like something flashing there? Am I crazy? What? The gate is the entrance to the land of the dead. Maybe this is explaining it. So is this the same entrance that Izanami chased Izanagi out of the underworld, or is this like a different entrance? Because isn't that, I can't remember the name. I'm gonna actually look up the name of the mountain that's believed. They usually put pinwheels at it. Pinwheel Mountain. I want to say it starts with a O. It's not Osore, is it? Let's see. Japanese mountain entrance to the underworld. Osorezan. Mount Osorezan. That's Osorazan, in case you want to look it up. This isn't that place, because isn't that specifically where that's supposed to happen? That's why there's like a giant rock with like talismans and sacred rope and everything that keeps it from being opened. But I digress. It has been feared and revered since ancient times. It is the gate's seal. If the gate seals fail, the calamity will occur, and the malice will pour out from hail. The souls of those touched by the malice are bound to this world and cannot be saved. We must prevent the calamity at all cost. That is the duty of the Himuro family. So I guess it's just basically like a hell gate, like maybe one of many, and like, you know, I don't know if it's like malice or it's like, what is it called in, they have it as a thing in Shin Megami Tensei 3 Nocturne, and when you look it up, it's like, is it Magasui? Which is supposed to just, it like translates to like evil energy or something like that. Is it basically that, and they called it malice? Because people, like, English speakers wouldn't understand what that means. I don't know. It's beyond me. Man, it's beyond me. No document records records the history of the gate and the mansion's basement. The Himuros have been given the duty of protecting the gate. They built a shrine on this land to perform the rope ritual. We must prevent the calamity at all costs. That is the duty of the Himuro family. And say like that raises questions. Like, I'm not saying that this is specifically quote unquote negative or evil, you know. I'm not saying the Shinto gods are this way, but isn't there like a more humane way to like handle the situation that doesn't cause like someone to suffer for their entire life to then just like do that? I guess the idea is like maybe it's the act of self-sacrifice, but like you know, and that they have to want to do it, but the way they have to go about it is they have to spend 10 years literally enforcing themselves that this is what they want and this is what's the best for everybody kind of deal. Like, does that really technically count as like, oh, I guess they're really funneling us, aren't they? Does that really count as somebody who wants to do it of their own will, or that they've just been conditioned to do it of their own will? I don't know. A lot of questions are getting raised on this episode. Will they get answered? Probably not. But I think I'm going to call the episode. What are you looking at? Is there something on the balcony up there that you just kind of like glitched up and looked at, Miku? Yeah, like. Anyway, I'm going to call the episode here. Appreciate you watching. If you got to this point of the video, I really, really appreciate it and hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye.